What if the tallest mountain to climb or the deepest ocean to dive isn't really outside but within us? What if the most formidable foes we face are our own fears and obstacles? What if the most significant battles are not against external forces, but the internal struggles we endure? Imagine the fear of heights, a common phobia that holds people back from experiencing the thrill of roller coasters or the breathtaking views from the top of a skyscraper. Consider a woman named Jane who had this fear. She decided to conquer it by taking small, consistent steps. Each day, she would climb a little higher, adding a few more steps to her journey. With time, she found herself on the top of her apartment building, gazing at the city below, her heart pounding not with fear but with a sense of accomplishment. Jane had conquered her fear, one step at a time. Or take the case of John, a young man who had a debilitating fear of public speaking. His job required him to give presentations, and each time he would stutter and sweat, his heart pounding. He decided to tackle his fear head-on. He joined a public speaking club, practicing in front of a small and supportive group. Over time, he became more comfortable. His words flowed more smoothly, and his confidence grew. John didn't become a perfect speaker overnight, but he made consistent progress. And then there's Mary, who was afraid of failure. She had a dream of starting her own business, but was held back by the fear of losing money and facing criticism. She decided to face her fear by taking one small step towards her dream each day. She started by researching successful entrepreneurs, then moved on to creating a business plan, and finally she launched her small business. There were ups and downs, but she persisted, learning from her mistakes and improving. Mary's fear of failure didn't disappear entirely, but it no longer controlled her actions. These stories are ordinary tales of ordinary people, but they carry an extraordinary message. They show us that fears and obstacles are not insurmountable giants, but challenges that can be overcome through consistent action, determination, and belief in oneself. The first key to overcoming fears and obstacles is to acknowledge them. It's okay to be afraid, and it's okay to face obstacles. The second key is to take consistent, small steps towards overcoming these fears. And the third key is to keep going, to persist even when things get tough. The journey might be long and the climb might be steep, but remember, the turtle won the race not by rushing, but by persisting, one small step at a time. Because the truth is, fears and obstacles are not walls, but hurdles. You don't need to break them down, you just need to find the courage to jump over them. In the end, it's not about the size of the obstacle or the intensity of the fear. It's about the strength of the spirit that chooses to face them. And the beauty of it is, every one of us carries that spirit within us. So, what's your mountain? What's your ocean? And more importantly, what's your first step going to be?